Next up, we have Promise of Wizard, a new Isekai anime of 2025 that follows the story of Akira Masaki, a kind-hearted high school student who is suddenly swept away into a mysterious world where magic reigns, and catastrophe looms. In this realm, magic wielders known as wizards are chosen each year to face the overwhelming threat of the Great Calamity. What was once a manageable battle has grown into a nightmare that claims countless lives. At the heart of this crisis lies a single hope, the Great Sage, the one destined to guide the chosen wizards in their stand against the darkness. And now, that title falls to Akira. Though her heart aches to return home, she accepts her calling. With courage as her guide, she joins the last surviving wizards, traveling across 5 divided nations to find new allies and unite them under a single cause. As the storm approaches, and bonds are tested, Akira must awaken the strength within and fulfill the promise that could change the fate of an entire world. This is her story. This is the promise. Another charming isekai anime of 2025 is the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world, a laid-back fantasy series that blends slice-of-life storytelling with clever world-building. The story follows Kenichi Hamada, a middle-aged illustrator who's suddenly summoned to another world. Despite the strange new surroundings, he discovers he can still access Shangri-La, his favorite online shopping site from Japan, and order just about anything. After stumbling upon a town, Kenichi uses Shangri-La to set up shop, quickly gaining attention by selling rare goods from Earth. But all he really wants is a quiet life. Leaving the bustle behind, he builds a cozy cabin in the nearby forest, determined to enjoy peaceful, slow days, even if unexpected visitors and small adventures occasionally disrupt the calm. With themes of isekai, slice of life, and a touch of commerce, this anime offers a refreshing take on starting over in another world, one delivery at a time. Spanning genres of isekai and adventure, possibly the greatest alchemist of all time is a winter 2025 anime that follows the antics of a salaryman, who is surprised to find himself summoned to another world by accident. With no way of returning to Earth, he receives the name Takumi Iruma, a different younger body, magic powers, and a fresh start in an unfamiliar land. To preserve his quiet life, Takumi settles in a local village and assumes the job of an alchemist, allowing him to create almost anything he desires. Making the most of his time, he explores his new abilities and even tames an unlikely pet. However, Takumi decides to move on to a big city in hopes of improving his alchemy skills and business. As he keeps learning about his profession and gaining new connections, Takumi might just be able to become the greatest alchemist of all time. In 2025, a new fantasy anime arrives, unlike any other, Headhunted to another world, from salaryman to Big Four. Meet Denisuke Uchimura, an average salaryman, just another cog in the corporate machine, striving to climb the endless ladder of office life. But fate has other plans. Out of nowhere, he's summoned to a terrifying fantasy world, where he's face to face with the demon overlord. And what does this powerful creature offer? A new job, as one of the heavenly kings in his army, complete with full benefits. Uchimura may not have the muscles or magic of your typical hero, but he's armed with something far more dangerous, the sharp skills and savvy of an office worker. Can he survive in this brutal world? Will his business mind be enough to keep him alive? In a world of monsters, demon lords, and chaos, Uchimura will have to use everything he's learned in the cubicles of corporate life to adapt, outsmart, and survive. In the heat of battle, Red Ranger Togo Asagaki is suddenly torn from Earth, transported to another world in the midst of chaos. With raw power and an unstoppable will, he quickly carves out a reputation as a fearless adventurer. His first mission? A request from Yidra Arvin, a determined young mage burdened by a broken legacy. Together, they charge into danger, Togo's wild, explosive style clashing and complementing Yidra's focused magic. What begins as a single quest becomes a journey neither expected. Togo fights to protect others and uncover a way home. Yidra seeks to reclaim her family's honor and bring magic to all. Bound by purpose, forged in battle, their path is lit by courage, trust, and the growing fire of a friendship that defies fate. In a world shaped by power and legacy, they'll learn just how far conviction and connection can carry them. The Old Man Reincarnated as a Villainess is a 2025 Isekai-themed anime that turns the genre on its head, with style, heart, and a touch of comedy gold. Kenzaburo Tondabayashi is a 52-year-old bureaucrat who's seen it all, at least in stories. He's read the reincarnation tropes. He knows the rules. So when he's suddenly hit by a truck and wakes up in a fantasy world, he's not surprised. But what throws him off is this. He's not a knight. Not a hero. Not even a wizard. He's been reborn as Grace Auvergne, a young villainess and the daughter of a duke. Inside an otome game world called Magical Academy, Love and Beast. What? Lucky for him, Kenzaburo was a proud father in his past life, and he often listened to his daughter gush about this very game. Now, with a brain full of background lore and dad energy, he sets out to rewrite destiny. But there's just one problem. He's too nice to play the villain. Now, trapped between a role he's supposed to play and the person he truly is, Kenzaburo, no, Grace, must navigate a world of magic, romance, and dangerous choices. All while staying true to himself. Because sometimes, the biggest twist of all is being good in a world that expects you to be evil. Zenshu is a bold new Isekai anime of 2025. The story highlights. After high school, Natsuko Hirose's talent as an animator explodes, and she quickly rises to fame as a genius director. Her debut anime becomes a cultural sensation. But when tasked with creating a romantic comedy about first love, she faces a harsh truth: she's never been in love. Stuck and uninspired, the project stalls. One night, she collapses from exhaustion and awakens inside her favorite childhood anime, A Tale of Perishing. Now, in a world born of fantasy and memory, Natsuko must live the emotions she's never known, to finish her story, and maybe, to discover her own.